What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week. If not, just remember it is hump day. It's the middle of the week. Get over this hump. We're one step closer to the weekend. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Join our family. Show your support. As always, I want to thank everybody who has hit that like button and subscribe button. Thanks for the support. Thanks for joining the family. As well as make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time we drop a new video on the channel. Speaking of that channel, you should definitely go check it out. We're dropping new videos every week of different genres, including this genre, which is based on anime. This game is One Piece Pirate Warrior 3, which is based off the anime One Piece. If you haven't seen it, that is your loss. You should definitely check it out. It is one of the big three. But today it's happening. Last week, if you didn't check it out, we started Chapter 4. Now, what's important about Chapter 4 is that the progress that we're going, we are doing the underwater prison IMPLE Down. Now, there's a lot of story that's left out here. I will be filling it in between the last episode and this episode. You have to remember, this game started off in the first season of the first day or first episode and takes us all the way to Doflamingo, which is after the 2-year skip. I mean, I'm talking 600 some episodes, right? Maybe 7. Anyway, I don't know the exact number, but it doesn't matter. If you've not watched One Piece, spoiler alert, I will try not to spoil anything that's currently happening in One Piece. Like I've been seeing clips going around about different stuff. I'm not going to really talk about or hit on that much today. We're going to be covering this. I'm going to be breaking down the game, how it works, and filling in the story of what's going on and filling in the gaps of what happened last ending where the Straw Hats were disbanded. And what led to us getting to the prison. And there's a lot that happens in the prison. But anyway, basically, last week, if you didn't check it out, I'm going to give you a quick rundown while we let this run through. It is... Well, we're here to save Ace. That's not what happened last week. But we're here to save Ace. I'll give a breakdown on that in a little bit. Oh, wow. Where are we going to pick up at? Oh, wow. We're already at the bottom of Crocodile. That's the warlord we beat in Alabaster. Blackbeard took his spot. You know, there's funny speculations that's Luffy's mom. Ironically. Which really makes zero sense unless it's just to protect Luffy. Because Ivanhoe here is... What's up, Jinbei? Question marks, but that is Jinbei. He is another warlord who refused to fight in the great pirate war that is about to take place after this. Now, I wasn't going to spoil a lot, but this is part of the game and it's coming out next week. And I'm pretty sure when we leave here in the anime, we go directly to where Ace is being took to be executed, which is Luffy's brother, as we all know. Now, excuse me, if you've not seen it, Whitebeard shows up to save his... Ace is a commander, right? One of the 10 commanders? No, 2nd Division? He's 2nd Division something. Anyway, Whitebeard shows up to save his own. And there's a whole war. So that's where we go after this. But we're here. We've started out here. There's a lot that's been missed that needs to be filled in. You wouldn't have a clue what's going on in IMPLE Down. There's a lot that was missed here. There really could have been another episode, but these chapters are about 4 episodes long, and it kind of breaks down the different arcs. And each episode is its own arc, kind of. All right. So before we get into any of the story, while we're in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and break down the mechanics. Alright, so starting off, as always, to begin with... Oh, cool. So we got a character interaction. So we can take Jinbei, and it looks like we're going to be able to use Jinbei to get rid of the fires and IMPLE Down. We started out level 6, and we're working our way up. But the blue bar by my head, or by Luffy's head, is our health. The yellow bar that's broken into 4 is our special attacks. We have unlocked the first one, which we start with, which takes 1 yellow bar. It is Gum Gum Pistol. The second one consumes 2 yellow bars. You have to have 2 yellow bars to use it. It's Gear 3. Really cool. We go small for a little bit. The way you unlock that is as you progress through the game and you fight different individuals, different characters require different coins to upgrade certain things, and require special ways to unlock them. But once you unlock them, you get unlocked secondary moves, rush moves, all types of stuff. But that's basically the leveling system for health and defense, as well as leveling up your character. Right now, as you can see to the left, as we fight through this, we have a bar leading to Jinbei that's yellow and it's halfway pink. This is your assist bar. Now that has to do with the KOs and the exclamation point kills down in the bottom right hand corner. We have him currently maxed out, and we have hero power, which is the pink bar. Most of the time it would just be a solid orange bar. And as you can see, there's pink arrows above and below Jinbei. We can switch characters to build up their bars. I will get into that technique after in a little bit and what it represents. Now, what is the importance of having that bar built up? When the character starts out, they start out at level 1 and they work their way up to level 3. Anything after level 1, from short to long distance attack combos, they'll step in and get some assist kills. What we just did was a rush and then a final rush, or a special rush, which is the rush was the bar that was at the beginning, and you can fight all through that. All your kills that happen within the rush go towards your assist kills. I would say maybe 85-15%. So 85% of them go there. I've had blue KOs pop up, but most of them go to your assist. And then right before the time runs out, you can trigger the final rush. So there's plenty of different strategies that you can use to deal with that. Now, what is important of assist kills? Well, to get some of these coins you're looking for, you have to complete the ledger for each level. Now, the ledger is different things you do and achieve within a level. We're going to go ahead and cover that as we try to get these doors to open. The ledger has 9 spots, kind of like a Sudoku square or a tic-tac-toe square. There is 9 spots. It's 3 by 3. Now, 8 of the 9 that we go over will never change. They will always be the same for every level. Okay, we're going to start off with the most basic ones. First 2, complete the level. Second, complete the level on hard. Third, or the next 4 go together. So the first 2, so the next 4, so that would be 6 total. These won't ever change. You need an S and KO kills. You need an S and exclamation kills or assist kills. You need S in time, because you get ranked when you finish the level, and then you need S all the way across the board for all 3 in one go. You can achieve S on normal and hard. You cannot on easy. Okay, so I recommend playing the level always the first time on hard, because if you complete it on hard. Anything you get that's S rank, if you're able to get all 3, then you get the 4th one. That's 6 completed in one run. If you don't, whatever you get S wise, then you know what you need when you go back and play, and you know what you need to try to get under or over from time to kills. What I suggest you look for when you're getting your kills is, I would say, a good estimate. In the beginning, it's a little bit lower, but especially as you get further in, you want to shoot for 25 KO and 2,000 exclamation. What I would consider bare minimum, but really and truly, you can probably, you're going to be hit and miss if you go 2 and 15. I would really recommend 25-2, 25-20, or at least 20-15. Which is 2,000 or 1,500 exclamation kills, 2,000 KOs. But I would shoot for 25 KOs and 2,000, because I've had some levels where I've had 23,000 and it's not been enough. And some levels I've had 17 and it's been enough. It varies from level to level, but if you shoot for that every time in hard, if you get that, you'll have it. I haven't had one that's come up that's been over that. I've had to have an achievement on the ledger to get 3,000 KOs in one level, but that was just to complete a special thing in a ledger in Dreamland, which got me a special coin, which is different than the story. But with that being said, as we work our way through the prison, we so that's 6. The next 2 complete the treasure event. Sometimes there's 1, sometimes there's 5, sometimes it requires different characters. When we have one pop up, I will show you what it looks like, as well as beating the final boss. And we're getting ready to get into the final boss. Not yet, but I'm getting ready to go and get into him and the techniques to use to fight the final boss and elaborate on Jinbei over there. So the final boss you have to beat, you don't have to beat, but to get this part of the ledger is you have to beat him with a final rush special, which means you have to dwindle his health down to almost dead and then use a final rush and then use the special to KO. Alright, so the last one is, it varies from level to level. Don't let any of the prisoners retreat. Beat Mr. 2 to a certain room. Do a certain strategy with Crocodile. These are just examples. Only one of them will be for this level, but different levels, different things. And it varies. So that one always changes. Them are just examples. Now, we are talking about the enemies in the game. You're blue. Your allies will be blue. Looks like we can use Crocodile, Ivanhoe, and Jinbei. It looks like we need Crocodile to open doors. I know one of the treasure events is free the prisoners, all the prisoners. I don't know how many there is. I read it before we started. But anyway, and red is enemy. Your final boss will always be red. Oh, what's up, Buggy? You know, when I finally found out whose crew Buggy was on in the beginning, before he started his own crew, blew my mind. And understand why he hates Shank so bad. There's Mr. 3. Crocodile was Mr. 0 of the crime organization trying to take over Alabaster. These guys are crazy. Mr. 2 will always be a friend of the Straw Hats. And I'm pretty sure he dies here. I don't see him surviving here. He doesn't make it out of here in the anime. Don't know if the leader kills him or not. I'm pretty sure he gets punished severely. I don't see him surviving. He basically has the fruit. I forget what it's called, but anyone he touches, he can transform into identically. Excuse me. But you have a third enemy that pops up sometimes. It will fight red enemies and blue enemies. They're yellow. They're in between. A lot of times fighting them leads to fighting their mini-boss leader. Generally joins your side. We don't have any that's popped up here, but the final boss will always have 3 bars. Their health will be broken into 3 bars, and it will be red. The question mark is the treasure event. We just lost 2 characters as support characters that we can switch between. They've gone to do something else. We got Buggy though. We lost Ivanhoe though, but it's okay. Another thing that you need to know is basically you can build up these specials for each character and trigger them one at a time, as long as it's the first time you're using it. Once you use their special to trigger a rush at least one time, if you build their bar all the way back up but trigger it with someone else, even if it is the other person's first time, because you've used their special at least once, it will completely drain them. So they become part of the attack every time regardless of what their bar is at. So with that being said, the technique I would suggest using is pick one person to fight with, unless of course they go missing, to use their special in situations to get you extra KOs or extra assist kill. And there's 2 opportunities you can manipulate or use, however you want to call it. Treasure chests will have different items. One of the items is a chunk of meat. That will automatically max out a character's assist bar. So if you pop a chest open and one's there, switch to another character, it will automatically max them out and you can save them. Another thing is your allies in battle when their health gets 50% of the way down, it will say in trouble or something like that. The other two comments are trying to flee or about to flee. It's worded kind of similar. With that being said, when that happens, you need to go find them, because sometimes that's cause for losing. Sometimes it's not. You just lose that ally for the rest of the battle. But if you find them, they'll have a green circle. Whatever character's in your assist area, when you step into that green circle, will instantly max out their bar. So there are two techniques you can use to pick up special bars. See, easy. See how this guy has a full red bar? He's not a final boss, but we get coins for beating him. And possibly to move on. We completed the treasure event. Perfect. Number 1. What a character. I wonder where the rest of the Baroque works ended up. So far we've seen 1, 2, and 3. We haven't seen their counterparts. See, the numbers had days as counterparts. 0 had Sunday. 1 had Miss Friday, I think, or maybe it was Monday. 2 had a partner, 3 had a partner, 4 had a partner. They were all in days, I think, up to the number 6 or 7, maybe. I think number 4 had all Friday. No, maybe number 1 had all Friday. I don't remember. That was back in the Alabaster. But it's interesting that we don't see them. Alright, so now we've got through the mechanics. We've got through the ledger. I've explained all the bars and the techniques that I use. I also spend time clearing out red rooms, even if I don't need to, before moving on in the story sometimes. I know that can kind of put you in a time crunch when you're trying to get the S rank on time, but I always keep my kills. Like, my kills right now are looking pitiful. I'm almost to the 50% mark for KOs, and I'm almost a third of the way there for assist kills. In trouble is, like I said, about 50% of the health is down. But now we're going to go ahead and proceed to what's going on in this story right now. I'm going to fill you in on a little bit and tell you where we're headed and what we're doing. Basically, last week, if you didn't check it out, I highly recommend checking it out. But basically what happened was we went to Acapulco, which was the island right at the red line. I don't think it was Acapulco, maybe, I don't remember what it was. But anyway, we were looking at shipwright to basically put a coating on our ship so we can go to Fishman Island. And we ended up hitting the Celestial Dragon there. I explained that last week. The short version is we meet up with an old fisherman who was part of Arlong's crew who tortured Nami and her island, and he tries to do right by her and ask for forgiveness and tries to help the Straw Hats, but gets caught in the crossfire between them and the Celestial Dragon, which is basically like the gods of the earth, basically, or they're just royals, whatever you want to call them, pure bloods. Take slaves, no one can oppose them, the world government's in their pocket, they control the world government, whatever. And he attacks Hachi, and basically it really offended Luffy, and Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon, which triggered a admiral to show up with PXs, which were based off Kumo. Kumo also showed up, which is a warlord, and Riley fought the admiral, and Kumo separated the Straw Hats. Why we're not fighting with any of the Straw Hats right now. He basically saves them and sends them all to their specialty island or specialty area where they can learn and become more advanced. Pretty much. With that being said, we got sent to an all-woman island, which is where another warlord is in control, Boa Hancock. That's where Luffy ends up. We don't end up here. Basically, we get we wake up from jail, we escape, no men are allowed on the island. We see Boa Hancock basically in the bath and see her tattoo. She has a love fruit power, and she's actually the reason and how we get in here. And anyway, Luffy, she gets all the people up in the battle arena to watch as she fights her two sisters, who also were slaves by celestial dragons and were branded. That's what the tattoo he's seen was. She wants no one to see it. She leads, was it Lily Island, or I don't know, the Amazon women, I think. Anyway, I'm not real sure the actual name of the island, but it's surrounded by the Calm Belt. And because she's a warlord, her island's protected by the government, because the warlords work for the government. They're pirate groups that work for the government. There's 7 of them. And then you have the 4 emperors of the sea, which are in the new era, and they do not work for the government. They oppose the government, which was currently, as this thing goes on, Whitebeard, Shanks, Kaido, and Big Mama. By the end of this chapter, it will no longer be Whitebeard. If you don't know, you will know within the next week. So, a little spoiler alert. If you're not aware of that, you may want to clip it here and process, I don't know, a minute in. But Whitebeard will die at the end of the war. And Ace will too. And it's just, I look forward to playing it and see how well they do with the information. At the same time, it's not kind of deaf for me. So it's just really crazy. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, we are there, and in the process of fighting the two sisters, we use Conqueror Haki, not realizing it. At the same time, we save one of the sisters whose back gets burned and her tattoo gets shown. We cover it, and they send everybody out, and that's basically where the respect comes from. And she falls in love with him, basically. Well, in the process of that, Luffy catches wind from the previous leader of Amazon, Lily Island, whatever it is, that Ace is to be executed, and he's being held and impelled down. Now, Ace got captured by Blackbeard. Because Blackbeard was technically after Luffy to prove himself to become a warlord. But Ace got in his way because Blackbeard was part of Whitebeard's crew, killed a crewmate to get the fruit that he has, which was an ultimate betrayal, and Ace was sent there to basically kill him or bring him back to the pirates to be held accountable. Now, with that being said, Ace got in the way and lost to Blackbeard, if that tells you anything. And Blackbeard turned him in. That's how he became the 7th warlord. Blackbeard will not stay the 7th warlord very long. Matter of fact, he shows up in this prison in the anime, looking and recruiting people for his crew. I don't know if it will show it or not. Oh wait, hey, here we go. Speak of the devil. There's Teach, aka the Blackbeard. Yeah. We met Blackbeard right before we went to Sky Island. He was after us then. I do not like this guy. A lot of people speculate he will be the final battle of One Piece, because he has a D in his name as well. Here's some yellow. We got some yellow now. Perfect. Perfect example. They also will not be our allies after this, but they'll fight both sides. That's just how they do. Anyway, so we find out about Aces and where he's being held captive, and the warlord is being called to defend against basically the prediction of Whitebeard showing up the army to fight a war, to be on their side. Because you gotta remember, Whitebeard is one of the emperors of the sea. I mean, he's just that powerful. Now, with that being said, at the same time, she uses that ability to help Luffy. She starts by Impel Down, and Luffy basically hides in her jacket, and that's how we get in. Now we go through hell getting to where this started at, which was the bottom where Ace was. He's no longer there. He went up on an elevator right before we got there, and we basically fought the warden, which was poisoned as fruits, what was it, Magnum or something like that. And we get saved by number 2 from Rogue's Works and Ivanhoe, and we get thrown into a cave with all his supporters behind the wall. He works with Luffy's dad. This is where he finds out that Luffy's dad is Dragon, who she looks up to and who she works for. Trying to flee. Luffy's his son, and devotes to help him because he wasn't going to break out yet. She or he, whatever he is. And he was biding his time for the perfect time to escape. So there's the green circle, maxed out. And her fruit, or his fruit, deals with hormones. And Luffy basically, I forget what his percentage is to survive it, but his sheer willpower lets him survive. And then with the help of her and the guy with scissor hands that's on her team, help us get to 6 where we unleashed everybody. Now that's how we got to where we started at. There's a lot more in between. This is one of the bigger gaps, and if you don't know One Piece, you're not going to know what's going on. It's not going to. You're not going to send the history, Blackbeard, why he's there, while Ace is being executed, what transpired on that island with fire and darkness. I see you trying to flee number 3. We're not going to let that happen, though. Alright, need to hurry. Since he's trying to flee, technique that I would use is to use a special right before you step in the green circle. That way you can step in the green circle alpha and automatically recharge it. It's basically a free KO kill or assist kill. And he is back here. Oh, is the Minotaur back again? This is like the 3rd or 4th time we fought this guy. Why won't he stay down? Anyway, basically what has transpired is we're working our way back up out of Impel Down to go save Ace. I want to say it's Marineford, but we've already been to Marineford, so it may not be Marineford. I won't know until we unlock it after this level what it's actually called. I don't know if Marineford is where we went to save Robin. No, because this is completely different. This is another place. But anyway, nevertheless, we are fighting our way out of here with the Minotaur and the assistant warden and the warden. We have another treasure event. Chief Warden. Yeah, so he copies and he actually stays and pretends to be the warden as long as possible, because when we go to leave, we'll leave on a ship and he'll command the gates to open, and they'll open the gates for the ship that we stole, and that's right there's the meat. I'm not gonna get it, I'm gonna save it for later because I'm using Jinbei right now. I just gotta remember it's back there. I reckon we'll go this way because number 2 is heading the bottom route as the warden. Oh yeah, crocodile. Got a question mark here. Perfect. What's our question mark? Just defeat these people? That's easy. Gum Gum Rifle. Gotta clear the room. Anyway, so after we find that out, we're working our way back up from level 6. It doesn't really tell you. I mean, it's a pretty flat world here, so we're not really going up levels or whatever, but that green vibrato up to the left, vibrating or pulsating, is our way of basically, that's our escape. That's going to be 401. There's a lot that's not showing you. When we first entered, we went through frozen areas. Number 2 saved us. All types of stuff. It's very good. This is a good arc. This is a heartfelt arc as well. This one is crucial because his crew know what's going down and they trying to get to him. And it's just, it is brutal. I mean, brutal. We completed that treasure event. Perfect. We've knocked 2 out. I don't know what I call Ivanhoe. Ivan Cove? Ivan, I guess the K. Ivan Cove? Or Ivanhoe? I don't know what she's called. I'm going to call Ivan. I don't know how to pronounce her last part. If you don't know this about me, I butcher names. Like butcher with a capital B. Butcher names. Always have, always will. And what's the funny part is, something that doesn't show, is Sanji's actually on the island, Ivan's island, which are all either men or women. I'm not sure what they are. They're very manly, like they're men that's been transformed into women or whatever due to her or his dragon fruit ability, whatever. Dragon fruit? No, just devil fruit. Poor Sanji, who loves women, is just traumatized, and he's trying to learn their secret arts of fighting, and it's just brutal. I mean, it pure almost kills him, like it really does. Zoro, it doesn't tell you, but Zoro was sent to an island with the same island the Ghost Girl was sent to from Ghost Island with all the toys. She got sent there, but it's basically the island that Mihawk resides on, which is another warlord who is the greatest swordsman in the world currently, who won't fight Shanks since he lost his arm, but wanted to fight Shanks and conquer Shanks. So I don't know who the greatest swordsman in the world is, but right now he holds the title, and that's who Zoro is shooting for. With that being said, Nami got sent to a sky island that was specialized in weather. Chopper got sent to, I forget, Chopper's the only one I forget. But I know where Sanji got sent. Usopp got sent to an island that tried to eat him. They had a bunch of cool food. He got really fat, and the island tries to eat the people that are on it every day. He met a beetle dude, trained in there, and got some really cool plants and moves from working there and craftable stuff, basically. Soul King got put on an island and became a rock star. Frankie ended up at that famous scientist, what's his name? I don't remember his name. But same person in charge of Punk Hazard and all that. And he basically transforms his body basically more into a cyborg. Well, which is really cool. And then Luffy deals with all this on his own. That covers Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Zoro, Brooks, Frankie. The only one I'm missing is Chopper. I don't remember where Chopper gets sent, but he learns how to expand his Rumble Ball to take on that gigantic form, I think 2 times or 3 times. So, you know, there's that. So it all works out. They got separated to specialty areas, basically. The weird thing is, what Ivan doesn't understand is Kumo is giving his body over to science, to the mad scientist, to be his mind completely rid of whatever. So he won't even be himself anymore. But he used to be part of the Revolutionary Army, who is ran by Luffy's dad, who Ivanhoe looked up to, and she worked alongside Kumo forever. And that comes up in the next week's, next couple episodes. Where we go to, I'm going to call it Marine Forge until I know what it is for sure, to save Ace. Kumo makes an appearance in the anime. I don't know if it shows it in here or not. So far, looks like we need to free some more prisoners, but Mr. 3 or Bugsy has to do it. I don't know why we're in trouble. Yeah, open them gates. Get out of my way. Oh, this is the real one. But his health does not split into 3, so he is not the final boss. We're beating him so people don't know the fake one is a fake. Oh, I've already died. That poison is potent. Not as potent as what we come across on Cake Island, but I'm not going to talk about that because that's not even in this game. I'm not going to spoil anything. And look, guys, I'm serious. I say this about every episode, but if this is the first time you've caught me doing the One Piece series here, Pirate Warrior 3, there is a Pirate Warrior 4 that takes us to the Wano from, I think, Fishman Island. I'm really excited to play that one as well as World Seeker. I'm planning to play the Naruto series. I'm a big anime fan, always have been. I don't have a particular side to take when it comes to the big 3. The big 3 I grew up on. Each one has a special place in my heart. It does. I'm not comping now. I'm not saying I need to rank them. They all hold a special place for me. Bleach ended. Supposedly it's coming back. I didn't really like the way that Bleach ended. Aizen was really tough. And the way after made sense because he needed to get his powers back, and that did leave a door for an opening for it to come back. It's just been so many years, so I'm interested to see where it goes, right? Naruto, love Naruto, big Naruto fan, Naruto Shippuden fan. Boruto I struggle with, but it seems to be getting kind of intense from the clips that I see. I got to about the episode 80. I don't know what I should have really gave it to, but I am definitely behind in Boruto. I need to get caught up on it. But it was hard because I grew up on Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. And to have Boruto, his son, he is kind of spoiled and he does have unique abilities. And it's fun to watch, but at the same time, watching Naruto not be the main character, it's weird. And it's, but I'm not hating on Boruto, it's just, I don't know. Because it's tied to the Naruto series, it's tough. And then we have One Piece. One Piece is, oh, I love One Piece. One Piece has a real special place in my heart. I remember watching this from the get-go. I followed it. I used to read the manga. I used to buy all the voyages and the seasons. I also grew up on the OP Dragon Ball. I remember watching Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and then I've watched Dragon Ball Super. Huge Dragon Ball fan. Always will be. Dragon Ball holds a even special place. I mean, I grew up hard on that. I remember watching that. There's plenty of animes, I talk about this all the time, that are OP. And I have different lists of different genres and different types, from slice of life to romance to action to fantasy to gaming. I have my list. I've watched tons of anime and I talk about it all the time. And, you know, I'm not going to release where I put One Piece overall. My overall list is so conflicting because it's my list and it's conflicting to me. For the main part that I you know, maybe one day I will give it out, maybe, depending. But I'm not going to say we're One Piece probably ranks easily in my top 10 if I seriously sit down. It's been a while. I've watched a lot of anime since the last time I did this list. Seriously wrote it down. I'm running around looking for extra enemies right now because I've reached my KOs, but I have not reached my assist kills, which is a little down. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. We can still battleship. This will probably be the final boss. We keep losing people who are going out that front door. So I got a feeling our final boss. There's Buggy. Are we all poisoned? Look at my health. There he is. Gotta fight this dude now with the little bit of health I got left. And I don't even have anything to assist. Oh, sweet. We got enemies, though. Oh, this is not looking good, though. Are there any chests in here? A lot of times in your final boss rooms, you have a chest with at least one piece of meat or an item that will, you know... There's my meat. Meat will restore my health as well, my special gauges. Meat is a wonderful technique to use when you do find it. You see how his health is split up in 3 bars? This is clearly the final boss. Not every boss room has had it, but majority of them have had it. So just keep that in mind when you're fighting, not to panic, and look around to see if there's chests there. Oh, that red area is where his attack's gonna be. I didn't make it. I didn't make it over there. I think Mr. 3 had a wax ball up, but I definitely didn't make it. Here, take some gear 3, guy. Plus, I'll be small. It'd be really hard to hit me. I used to think this was a bad thing, but now I don't hardly take any damage when I'm in miniature form. My hitbox is ridiculous. I'll beat you up. I'll kick you in the groin. Use another gear 3 while you're stunned. Take all that damage to the mouth. Yeah. We're on that final bar. Do not trigger a special as soon as you get into the final bar. You need to get him as low as possible that you feel comfortable. I would easily suggest working him halfway down. And then from halfway down, trigger the rush, because you do get some time with the rush where you can easily window it down, and if not, use the special. But I would recommend getting him halfway down. Don't power back up, dog. Come on. Easy. Look how much health I've already lost fighting this guy with his poison. He's so annoying. I'm worried about killing him if I use a special, though. Oh well. Gum Gum Rifle shouldn't kill him. Oh, no, that hardly do anything. Pretty sure Gear 3 would, though. Alright, time to trigger the rush. I'm wasting it, but oh well. Save that health. We'll use that final rush. He was down. Be enough. Was not enough. And that was our only opportunity. I'll have to replay it anyway. I didn't free all the prisoners this go around. It's all good though. Easy killer. Eat Gear 3. I wonder what this final cutscene is going to be. Because like I said, Mr. 2 stayed around. It gets intense. This is an intense saga. Seriously, it is. If you're an anime fan at all, this saga right here will hit you in the face hard. Yeah. What's up, number 2? Oh my god, look at that. We made it to a warship via Wink. the sacrifice for you to save your brother, my guy. Where's Bon? Number 2. Bon is number 2. Oh, God. This is tough. He has saved Luffy twice now. 3 times now. Oh my God. I hope he survives it. I really do. He will be an ally. He'd be an ally on Wano right now. Oh God. Luffy, no, bro. Alright guys, that is going to be it. Chat back next week. We'll be heading for the Great Pirate War to help Whitebeard save Ace. So peace out.